try to make this one super quick. Just another topic that came up in a biz dev related conversation is you can't read the label from inside the jar, which I realize could be subtle marketing for someone that operates as a consultant. So forgive that. But the inherent truth remains. There's a lot of subjective truths that cloud business decisions, especially as it applies to sales and business development, an area of the business that tends to be less calculatable, tends to be more alchemy than science, especially in client services where we're dealing with fewer variables and there's less data and more kind of conjecture. Oftentimes, emotions can get in the way, recency bias, sunk cost fallacy, a lot of things can pollute the way we look at things or the way we evaluate things or the way we value things, the way we operate. And I think that part of the challenge in being smart and responsible about the way that you invest in business development or the time spent or the efforts or the tactics is to try to divorce yourself as much as you can from a lot of that context and make empirical decisions about how these decisions get made, where your time should be invested, how to calculate the value of your opportunity cost. And a version of the label being read from outside the jar might simply be, talking to a colleague about this or a peer. It might be talking to somebody from your organization that's not in the day-to-day of business development, that has a more detached point of view emotionally and can make a more objective opinion about, the value of a lead or how you're spending your time. I do think, though, that the more inherently involved you are in it, the cloudier that perspective becomes and the harder it gets to properly value things or to ensure that you're investing your time in the best places day to day, minute by minute, as you're, safeguarding the value of your opportunity cost. So again, this is not a plug for outside consulting necessarily. This is more a recommendation to take a nuanced look at how things like business development within an organization operates and really try as best you can to get outside the context of how those decisions are made and how those things are valued, and look at it from a clearer point of view from outside the bottle, outside the jar. I hope that helps.